I don't know how this is gonna sound. This may sound crazy, but maybe you need to let that man cheat. Maybe letting that man cheat will save both your life and your pockets. They say it's cheaper to keep her. I think it goes both ways. I think it goes both ways. Let me tell you why. Hold up. So let's start at the beginning. And I do not count the end of the Williams show as the beginning. I count the release of information of her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, affair as the beginning. I count that as the beginning. I count that as the beginning because they were a team throughout Wendy Williams' complete career, from radio host into television. They were a team. Hunter handled the business, and Wendy Williams was the face and the personality of the show. Okay, what is my reason for bringing this up? I'm not really talking to this in a. I guess I am trying to be. I was going to say I'm being specific. I don't want to be obtuse. I don't want to make this a broad statement, but I think I am trying to use a specific situation to make a broad statement. So let's focus on the specifics. We're sorry. The sun turns to me and the main turns off. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams. I think we all know the situation right now. Not all of us, but if you don't know the situation. Wendy Williams is currently in conservatorship. I believe I'm saying that right. Conservatorship. That means she is under what they will call protection, but the monitoring and the restrictions of a service that claims that she does not have the capability to police herself, to take care of herself, and to take care of her things, such as her bank account. And it is said, I'm not sure the specifics of how it works, but it said that she was placed under this conservatorship due to her bank. Her bank saw her spending habits, then said that she was unwell, and then she was diagnosed with a form of dementia. And now she's under conservatorship, where she does not even have the control of who she speaks to, when she can leave, and other faculties that a adult would normally have. Now, is this the usual practice for someone with dementia? I do not believe so, because usually you have nursing homes, maybe you'll be at home with your family, and they will have maybe a nurse to stay with you, especially if you have money, because you can control those type of things when you have funds. But in this situation, she does not have access to her funds, because the bank that also said that she was unwell took away her privileges to control the money that went in and out of her bank account. Now they say there's not money going in, she hasn't earned an income since her television show, which ended after she had a stroke. So with the prior health conditions, is maybe safe to say nothing's wrong, and that they're being honest, and there is a problem, and they're doing their best to help her. But I think we should go further back, because if we take a little second glance, it goes deeper, and possibly we can find where this situation didn't have to occur. Okay, so in 2019, Wendy Williams filed for divorce from her husband, then husband, Kevin Hunter. At this time, it was known, well, at least expressed, that she was already aware of Kevin Hunter's mistress, where he had a separate home and separate vehicles. It was publicized, so everybody knew. And also with her career being a gossip career, one of gossip news, from radio to her show, talking about celebrity gossip. It was on brand that some news like this would be televised, would be publicized. Okay, but let's continue. She filed for divorce April 2019. By 2020, next year, January exactly, 2020, the divorce was finalized. After this divorce, now we have a string of things that happened. Okay, so let's go through this. All right, they divorce. They both separate homes. They sell their homes, split the profit. Hunter signed over shares of the production company that he was handling business for, and now it was Wendy by herself with the whatever team that was left. Williams received the funds from their joint bank accounts, blah, blah, blah. In 2022, the courts appointed a legal guardian to oversee Williams' finances and health decisions. Okay. The year 2020 to 22, we have a healthy Williams. Then in 2022, 2 years after divorce, it said that she has somebody to oversee. So from 2019 to 2023, we have a divorce, we have a cancellation of a show, we have a overseer of your account, then a loss of control of your account, followed by a conservatorship. Now you have dementia. Now you have conservatorship, where you're basically locked up and cannot control when you can see your family, friends, or when you can leave. And my bold take is if she remained with Kevin, at least business-wise, at the least, that she would be in a better position personally. Now, before I continue, I want to explain my interest in this case. My interest comes from the relationship with her and her bank and the practices of this conservatorship. I need to figure out how that word's said properly. My first experience in learning about what conservatorship is in the Britney Spears case, which I think a lot more people are aware of because that was a big case, and it was and she was found that she did not have to be in it, and she got released, and maybe she is crazy. A lot went on, but that was my first knowledge of it. And now we're into this case, and it really makes me want to understand this relationship with her and her bank. And not only her and her bank, but what boundaries do we have when it comes to our banks? And I think we can also extend this conversation to the current administration that's in office right now, with Trump and Elon and Doge and executive orders and all of these movements and investigations into our government that are not voted for and seems to be streamlined through a small team from within. And I think that's what I want the conversation to go, but we're going to start here.